This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning, Volusia County. My name is Michael, and you are listening to Volusia Today, your one and only trusted source for local Volusia County news.
Wonderful. One and only.
I drove it home on the only, didn't I?
And he doesn't have to read it anymore. He's got it memorized. Down pat.
You know what? I rocked some Nelly all the way here, so I'm all into the enunciation.
Where's the Band-Aid?
I'm going down, baby. Dude, I'm actually super excited, Clayton, because on Saturday night I'm seeing Nelly and Miss Jackson. That's Janet for you.
So it's fine. So you're putting Nelly as a headliner over Janet.
I got to be. Yeah, I'm a little more excited to see Nelly. Yeah. But I was listening to. You forget how many good songs Janet Jackson had back in like the 1800s or whatever that was. It was a while ago, but super good. Anyway, you got big plans for the weekend?
Actually, I do not. Again, it's a low-key weekend. Yeah, the pool's a little cloudy this morning, so I've hit it with some chemicals. Hopefully, it's a little clear before the wife gets up, because I'll probably get a nasty text here in a minute. Like, hey, we're supposed to be getting in the pool while you're at work today, so... And
it's your fault because you're at work?
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, I did kind of drop... I got a little lazy this week. We had family in. The in-laws, they left earlier this week, which I had that pH balance down, to a key, and then they left. Yeah. I'm like, I'll kind of wax on it a little bit. So.
I swear, bro, you could have told me when I got a pool that I was going to spend more time taking care of that pool than I was my kids. It's like literally every day.
It is, yes.
And the minute you get it beautiful, it immediately starts going out of balance like the next minute.
And all the rain and everything throws off.
Yeah. Okay, well, enough about you and us. We also have another co-host today, Maggie. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, that was weird. I'm good. How are you?
Don't we all just kind of say that out of habit, don't we? How are you? I'm good.
Much, yeah.
When somebody actually gives you a real answer to how are you, you kind of sometimes don't want it. You're like, no, I was just really checking in.
Yeah, but also I think it's good sometimes to be a little honest about it. Like, it's a rough day, you know?
So I got to tell you, last week I rolled up like full of wedding questions for you. And you weren't even here.
I wasn't here. No, Pat was here.
So, yeah. Pat's unfortunately not getting married anytime soon.
No, so Pat's not getting married.
She couldn't carry the storyline. So, But we've missed you for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And in wedding world, weeks is like years, right?
Oh, yeah. Lots going on.
What's new?
Well, we have bridesmaids dresses now officially, which is exciting. So we're figuring all of that out. We're sending out bridesmaids proposal boxes, which is kind of chaotic. So that's kind of fun. And now we're figuring out like wedding flowers, which if you've never tried to figure out wedding flowers, that is the most complicated thing I think I've ever looked at in my entire life.
Really?
Because you don't like think about the fact that like your wedding flowers also need to match your bridesmaids dresses, which also need to match all your decor.
Correct. I don't think about that fact.
No. And so it's a lot. And so I've bought the most amount of flowers you've ever seen from Publix in your entire life. And I'm like standing there like comparing all of the flowers to the dresses.
You're test flowering? Wow.
Yeah. Well, because you kind of have to. If you don't like see it in person. I did the same thing with the bridesmaids dresses. I like ordered all of them. I have so many. If anyone's going to a wedding, I have a dress for you. I have so many. And so now I'm trying to figure all that out. But it's also so expensive, wedding flowers. Like it can be upwards of like $500 for your bridal bouquet. It's
for the bouquet by itself?
Just for the bridal bouquet.
Wow.
And that doesn't include your bridesmaids and all of them. So we're going the more DIY route.
You're going to grow your own flowers?
Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to grow my own flowers.
Right after you make your own soap?
Yeah. I was waiting for that.
No, I am a little scared of growing my own flowers. That would not be good. There's a company that does, I don't remember the name. I want to say it's called like Flower Moxie or something like that. And basically you go through and you pick all the flowers you want, and then they actually ship it to you in a box like a couple of days before your wedding, and then you get to like assemble your own flowers. And so then you can use it for the decor, you can use it for the boutonnieres, like everything.
It's going to be a lot cheaper that way, right?
A lot cheaper, because you don't have the man labor of like putting everything together and delivering things and stuff. You're doing it yourself. And I think it'll be kind of fun. Like, the day before the wedding, like all of my bridesmaids sitting around making the bouquets. Yeah. So I think it'll be really fun, or we're going to be really stressed. But
it could be woman labor too. Maggie just said it's being so sexist, man. What's wrong with you?
Well, I don't know if I trust
We're an equal opportunity show.
My bridal bouquet. Love him, but I don't know if that would go well. So yeah. So that's where we're at with that. Got to figure out DJ and cater. Those are like the last two things to nail down. Yeah. Which those are hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to, like, I don't know what I'm going to want to eat on the day of my wedding.
I got talked into barbecue.
Okay, we've
which was
talked about
stellar.
barbecue.
It was really. Oh, I've got a barbecue guy if you need one.
Oh,
he'll come
yeah.
down. He's stellar, seriously stellar.
Wait, I might have to ask you for that. James is like loves barbecue, like ridiculous amount of obsession with barbecue food, and the part I am concerned about is I am quite the klutz, and so a white dress and barbecue food may not be the best combo.
Yeah, I fought that, and I was super concerned about that, and it ended up being okay. You know?
But then I also think about the fact, like, if we were going to do a plated meal, I'd probably want to do like chicken parm, and like red sauce is probably also not a great idea. So
yeah, you know, but are you gonna have an open bar?
Yeah.
Well, then nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna care about a little barbecue sauce on the collar. I promise you.
This is true. So yeah, the stuff was crazy.
The DJ, we nailed the catering. Super happy with that. The DJ, not so much.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. They're like, if you don't have a good DJ, the wedding it can be a little rough.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm worried about. Yeah. But how do you know if they're good or not? Like, I have no idea. What do you do to vet a DJ?
Honestly, spend more money. Like we saved about $600-700 and got somebody. I'm not going to continue that story, but yeah, it wasn't quite the quality. And you know what? He complained about my song list the whole time. With my Nelly in it and stuff. He didn't appreciate it, yeah.
Well, maybe it was a you problem.
So what's Maggie, it's never... Clayton, no, hold on, Clayton. Maggie,
never a Michael
enjoy
problem.
Your last day on the radio.
No, I'm just
Thank you, Clayton.
Well, if it were me, I would just put all Taylor Swift on there, so I can't blame you. And that would be a problem.
I bet you could do a whole wedding with Taylor Swift.
Oh
you
my
could
gosh.
probably nail that.
Oh, yeah. Taylor Swift could come perform at my wedding, and I'd be like, you can have the day. It's now yours.
So that's an official invitation to Taylor. If you're listening to our show, you're allowed to come to Maggie's wedding and perform.
Please come perform the Eras Tour at my wedding venue.
That would be pretty bomb.
It would be pretty cool.
Okay, so real quick before we move on past the wedding, so you've got a location, you've got dresses, you've got flowers, you just need food and a DJ.
Yeah. And I'm doing wedding shoes. That's the other thing I'm worried about. But hopefully we figure that out soon.
Did you pick your important songs yet? Like there's a song to walk into or whatever, I forget.
Some of them. So we have this is kind of funny. So I'm really worried about the emotions of the day. I am quite an emotional gal, and my family is all pretty emotional. And so I'm like, we're just gonna be sobbing, which is not a good look for a wedding.
That's
you
fine.
got makeup on, and now your face is puffy. And
because they don't like your fiance, or why are they crying?
No, we're just very sentimental. My dad is one of the most sentimental people I've ever met in my entire life.
That's sweet.
It's super sweet. Yeah, it's funny. My mom is not a crier, but my dad will sob at the drop of a hat.
I'm sure he loves you saying that on the radio.
No, we joke with him all the time. He's very sentimental and sweet, but it's funny. We're worried about the first dance. That's the one thing I'm really scared about, because it's awkward. Everybody's just staring at you.
Yeah, it is weird.
And B, if you're sobbing and you're crying, then that's even everybody's just watching you cry.
Yeah.
And so we're pretty goofy. You guys know I'm a pretty goofy gal too. And so we talked about doing I'm sure you guys know the song by Tim McGraw, My Little Girl. It's it's emotional. And so I was I don't want to dance to that whole song. That's too much. So we talked about doing the DJ doing the in the middle of it and doing something funny.
That would be funny.
So that's what we're trying to figure out right now is how do we do that? Also, how do we choreograph that? Because we can't dance very well. So
yeah.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I told you guys I went to that wedding in the Bahamas a couple weeks ago, and I had to run back. We were in the Bahamas in the resort, and so I had to run back to the room during the reception, and I missed the father daughter dance, and I missed the mother son dance, and I had 3 or 4 other things. I was there for the groom. He was so mad at me, and I was like, what do you care if I'm there? It doesn't matter. Stuff. He was so livid because I may have gone back to the room for about an hour and a half. I don't know. So I just trying to
okay, that was a little long.
Yeah,
maybe
I didn't think I was going to be noticed.
Well, clearly you were. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, listen, I'm sure Volusia County's tired of paying for Maggie's wedding radio show.
This is true.
Let's talk about some news.
Yeah.
You, my friend, broke ground on something this week.
I'm not broke ground.
Cut the ribbon.
We cut the ribbon. Yeah, we cut the ribbon on Sun and Surf Park in Daytona Beach, which is pretty cool. It is honestly the biggest ADA accessible ramp I've ever seen in my entire life. It's really cool. It's beautiful.
It is nice. Yeah.
It was honestly really great weather while we were out there too, which was nice. But we cut the ribbon on it. There's 70 new parking spaces, 5 ADA spots, which is awesome, and then the ADA ramp out there. There's showers, bike racks. It's a beautiful location for something like that. And it's over off Atlantic Avenue on 726 North Atlantic Avenue. So
Maggie, give me a landmark. Is it north of Hard Rock?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Yes, the correct answer is yes.
Say directions are not my strong suit, but it is near the Hard Rock.
Okay, well, let's try Clayton.
Yeah, it's about half a mile north of the Ocean Center.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I actually got that from Daryl. He said that the other day.
Yeah.
Let's try another one with Maggie, Clayton. Do you know why it's named Sun and Surf?
I do. It's named after, there was a motel that was there for years and years and years, and it was kind of run down. The county bought it to renovate and flip it into something that was usable,
Yeah.
and so we made it into a functional space to increase accessibility to the beach, which is awesome.
A functional space, nice.
Thank you.
I tell you what, because I was driving out there to go to the ribbon cutting. I think I got up this early for a parking lot. Like literally, we were going to a parking lot and stuff. But once you get there, it really is a nice space to be able to get to the beach, and especially if you have some sort of disability. It was designed specifically for that, which not all of the beach access ramps.
Yeah, no, it is, and there's a lifeguard tower right in front of it too. Which is nice.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that as well, and it's honestly a beautiful ramp, which sounds really silly to say, but I was so shocked.
Right?
I was like, what? Normally you look at beach ramps and you're like, oh, that's a beach ramp, cool. But like, it was actually a really, really nice ramp especially because the length of it and the slope. I feel like for people who are in wheelchairs or have those disabilities, it's really helpful to kind of decrease that slope and allow for there to be more space there. So it's really nice.
Yep, and we actually had one of our sand compatible, wheelchairs there. Kind of showed the county has 4 or 5 of those spread across the county. For any of our listeners out there, if themselves or somebody they know that they are in a wheelchair and they would like to get on our beach, they can visit our website, volusia.org, go to coastal or beaches, look in there, Volusia County Beach Accessible Wheelchairs. They can find where those locations are. It is at no cost, so they can actually contact them, go there. It's an easy registration process. I think they just make a copy of your driver's license. You take it, you're able to get on the beach, and then you just return it afterwards. So it's just another way showing the county is ADA compliant and trying to be inclusive as we can.
All right, and provide access to the beach. I tell you what, Clayton, we were standing out there. We were together at about 9:30, and I was drenched in sweat because it was 9:30 in July in Florida, right? But I was looking at the beach going, why do I not come here more often? Like, how am I not coming here several times a week?
Yeah, I think like even Chair Brower said, it's the jewel of our community.
Yeah, it truly is. It was actually really cool when we first got there. I got there really early that morning to set up and get everything ready, and there was dolphins actually on the coast. It was so cool. There was like a whole pod of them, and so there was like 10 dolphins like going all over, and I was like, how cool is this? This is where we live, and we get to come out to the beach and see the dolphins and see the wildlife and see the beautiful coastline. And now we've made it accessible to all those people who didn't have access to it before, which is awesome. I
tell you what, let's take a break, and when we come back, you got the fun one, Maggie. We'll have Clayton talk about off-beach parking fees when we come back.
We are Volusia County Beach Safety. We're here to serve Volusia County's 47 miles of unique coastline. You know, Volusia County beaches. Yeah, those beaches. But also these beaches. We have millions of visitors every year, and we work around the clock to keep our beaches safe and beautiful. And you can help.
Swim near a staff lifeguard tower.
Pick up your trash. And fill holes. Identify, avoid, and escape rip currents.
Please leave the beach cleaner than you found it.
There we go. Look out for one another and keep an eye on kids, especially near the traffic lane and in the water.
Pets are allowed at our 2 pet-friendly beaches, Lighthouse Point Park and Smyrna Dunes Park.
If you see something, say something.
A clean and safe beach guarantees fun in the sun for everyone. Thank you for doing your part to keep Volusia County beaches beautiful. See you at the beach!
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions, plus off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Clayton Jackson with Volusia Today. I'm here with Michael Ryan and Maggie. So we got two big events out of the way: Maggie's wedding, as well as the ribbon cutting for the Sun and Surf Park. So we got that out of the way. So earlier this week, our Volusia County Council, they actually passed a new ordinance regarding off-beach parking fees, which will go into effect January 1st, 2025, and it will be applicable to the park that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody to turn their volume up, and I want them to listen to this real closely. Volusia County residents, you will not be subject to these new parking fees that will go into effect as long as you register your vehicle.
Off-beach parking.
Off-beach parking. I'm sorry.
Just to clarify, yeah.
Sorry, I've got questions this week about on-beach parking too, which the county council will be discussing that at a future meeting. I think actually the August 6th meeting.
Yeah.
But again, we just have to reiterate that if you are a Volusia County resident, you will not be subject to these new fees that go into effect.
So they put new off-beach parking fees into effect.
Yes.
What does it apply to?
Parking lots,
Okay.
coastal parking lots. So again, we're just talking about the Sun and Surf Park there, that new parking lot, 70 spots.
Right.
If you're wanting to go there visit for today, if you are an out-of-towner, you will be subject to those fees. There's actually a daily pass that'll be for non-residents as well as an annual pass. And if you are a Volusia County resident, that is going to be free for you, but you will need to register your vehicle. Again, those fees won't go into effect until January 1st. I think on November 1st, we're going to be rolling out the online registration portal, where we'll be publicizing that. We'll talk about it here. It's going to be on our website, on our social media, yes, including Nextdoor. Michael will make sure to do that for you.
Yes, I love me some Nextdoor.
So just be on the lookout for that link when that comes available. Again, we'll also be posting signage at all of the properties that the new fees will be applicable to inform residents of that and non-residents. And again, if you're not tech savvy, if you have a question or you may need some more support in registering your vehicles, then there'll be a 24/7 support line that people can call, as well as there'll be a couple of walk-in locations where people can go in, ask questions directly, or if they're not able to take pictures or upload their documents needed to verify residency, there will be in-person assistance as well.
You want to test Clayton out a little bit?
Go for it.
Sure.
All right. Oh, wow, Clayton's like accepted.
The energy drink's kicking in, guys.
Clayton said, "Hold my beer."
A little pop quiz.
Why is it free for residents and not free for non-residents?
Well, essentially, the residents, they are actually already paying for these parking spots and the upkeep.
How?
Through their taxes.
There you go. That's it.
Yes. So again, this is just the complimentary perk for our residents. That again, I think other places throughout the state, even I think there's some places that even if you are a resident, you may get a discounted fee, but you're still going to be paying something on top of your taxes that you're already paying for the upkeep and that actually built that parking lot.
It's worth noting that the county council, when they implemented the fees and unanimously adopted them, specifically exempted residents for the fact that they already pay. I'm a resident. We already pay for that through our taxes. And you're absolutely right. You go throughout Florida, most places that have decent beaches, you have to pay to park. And lots of places, the residents have to pay.
Maybe a discount, but they're still paying. Yeah. Our county council said, not even a discount. It's going to be free for our residents.
Yeah, so that's a big deal. And the registration process is going to be super easy. The dates, it's going to be up and running by November 1?
No, yes, sir.
Okay. And when do the fees take effect?
The fees will go into effect on January 1st.
Okay. I tell you what, that's a good place. Let's take one more quick break and we'll come back and wrap it up.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
Welcome back to Volusia Today. I am Maggie, and I'm here with Clayton and Michael this morning, and we've been talking all things beaches this morning, in addition to my wedding, obviously. You know,
that's the most important thing.
Always first.
Yeah. Wow, thank you. But
when Maggie actually gets married, we're gonna like cancel this radio show.
So what are we doing?
I told her, I said we can go set up a mobile live event. We can video and all that.
My family would be so confused. Everyone's just streaming my wedding live.
There's two bald guys back there videoing.
Yeah. But Clayton, we have some kind of cool meetings coming up for the beach. What's going on?
Yeah, actually, towards the end of this calendar year, that our Coastal Division, in partnership with the U.S. Army Corps, they're going to be placing some sand in areas of our beach that were significantly impacted from Hurricanes Ian and Nicole. But for us to be able to do that for those residents, we have to have an easement on record. Now, for those residents out there who got the trap bags, those big black bags of sand that provide temporary protection from any coastal events that we may have, we don't need another easement from you. That you are fine. We have it on record. But if you did not do an easement, you didn't do a trap bag, and you live on one of those eligible properties that we're going to be placing sand at the end of the year, we have to have an easement on record for you. And we're holding some informational meetings to let our residents know about that for those property owners on the beach. That way they can come and learn about the project, what it entails, as well as if they want to double check. I have one guy, we had a meeting actually Wednesday, Daytona Beach Shores. One guy was asking me like, hey, I did an easement and I got trap bags. I just want to come double check with y'all, make sure I don't need to do anything else. So I sent him back there of our engineers team. And they said, oh yeah, you're good, you're fine. But it's an opportunity for our residents to ask those questions about the project, ask about the easements. They can actually execute their easement there on site. We're providing complimentary notary services, so they have to pay for that. There's going to be 2 more easement meetings coming up on July 30th. They're going to be at the Ponce Inlet Community Center, and the following night, July 31st, they'll be at the Brandon Center in New Smyrna Beach. Both of those meetings take place 4:30 to 6:30. There's no formal presentation. And we want to make it more of an intimate setting where our interested residents, they can actually talk to our engineers one-on-one. Some of them may have unique circumstances. So again, it's just that opportunity for them to learn more about the project. And if they're interested to get that sand, they have to do an easement, because I'm aware that if you don't sign an easement and we put sand on the property right before you and we don't have an easement on record, we can't put sand on your property, and we're going to go to the next property. And then you see, oh, my neighbors to the left and right of me have got additional sand. Now I want it. They've already moved on. So good possibility you're not going to get the sand.
Clayton, if I'm fortunate enough to have a home on the beach, right? Why do I want more sand? I've already got sand.
It's protection.
For what?
For storm events.
Okay.
I'm not a coastal engineer.
No, it's pretty simple. It's not a trick question,
it's
right?
It's just additional sand.
Yeah.
Like protection. Yeah.
And how much does it cost me?
Here, it's in my notes somewhere. Oh, wait, it's free. I had to throw a curveball on that.
God, glad you scared me there for a second. I thought you were about to throw out a number. Nice job.
No, it's completely free for our residents. But again, you have to have an easement on record with the county for us to place sand.
So bottom line is, if you live on the coast and you want more sand, at least go check this out. Go to volusia.org. Find it
under our coastal division.
Yep.
Volusia, actually shortcut, volusia.org/sand projects. You can go there.
That's simple.
And then there's also a sign up for a beach recovery newsletter. It's very active right after Hurricanes Ian and Nicole about recovery efforts. But as we're starting to ramp up some more recovery projects, such as the sand placement one, we will be issuing more. We're not going to spam you, but when there are important updates like these easement meetings, we'll definitely send you the information out.
All right, so if you're on the coast, please go check that out. See if you need an easement. And free sand is a good thing if you live on the coast. I know some people, I would have some concerns about signing over an easement to the government, right? But we're literally just trying to put sand behind your house.
And it worked like the trap bags. You saw how that worked.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, well, hey, let's transition a little bit away from the beach. And Maggie, can you talk to us about Echo Rangers?
Yeah. Okay. Echo Rangers is kind of adorable. I'm kind of super excited about it.
That's why I give the story to you.
Why not me? Am I not adorable?
Yeah, no, you're not adorable.
No.
You're informational.
So children in grades 1 through 5 are invited to join Volusia County's Echo Rangers. It's a fun educational program that focuses on our different Echo parks and the different locations we have. So Echo, we had them on a couple weeks ago to talk about what exactly they do. We had Daniel Marsh on. He's our Echo manager. He's
I love
awesome.
that kid, man. He's cool, yeah.
He's awesome. He knows so much information about all of the Echo stuff, and it was kind of cool. Echo is the environmental, cultural, historical, and outdoor recreation in Volusia County, and it's totally taxpayer funded. It's been voted for by taxpayers. It's an awesome, program that we have here, and you would not realize how many Echo parks there are and how many things have been Echo funded. And working at the county, I see the Echo plaque now everywhere, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. You're a part of this. But basically, what they're doing is the program is being offered at more than 50 sites, including parks, museums, libraries, historical sites. And basically what you'll do is you'll be able to travel around the county and go to all these Echo parks, and you can become an Echo Ranger as long as you meet the requirements. So if you go over to DeBerry Hall, they'll give you some more information. But they have some kickoff meetings coming up to kind of give you the information so that the parents are ready to go drive their kids around to all these Echo parks to experience all of it. They have one on Saturday, August 10th, at the Port Orange Regional Library at 10 a.m. to noon. And they have one Thursday, August 14th at 10 a.m. to noon. I have that backwards. Thursday, August 14th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. and then another one Saturday, August 24th at DeBerry Hall from 10 a.m. to noon. So 2 at DeBerry Hall, 1 in Port Orange, and you can go learn all about it. But it sounds super fun. I want to be an Echo Ranger, but I don't think I'm allowed.
If Clayton and I want to kill a Saturday together, can we go do it?
No, it's for kids only. Unless you want to take your children. I would say Clayton's got kids young enough.
Well, Clayton, you can take my children with your children. You can have a great Saturday with them.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Clayton, before we wrap it up, can you tell me a little bit about the summer food program?
Oh, the summer food program, it's still going on. It goes, most sites go all the way up to the Friday before school starts back. And I think school starts back this year on August 12th. But it's a program that the county partners with the state where we serve free breakfast and lunch, nutritionally balanced lunch and breakfast, free, no cost. You can find a site at summerbreakspot.org. You put in your address, you're able to find the spot, and you go there. There's no pre-registration. There's no income requirements, anything like that. So again, if you have kids out there and you want to get them some free food, just check that out, summerbreakspot.org.
Go check it out. You guys both have a great weekend. Maggie, are you going to get out to the beach this weekend?
Maybe my parents are coming in town, so maybe we'll take a trip to the beach.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to remind you that I will be in Orlando listening to Nelly this weekend.
Oh,
yeah, so enjoy your day at the beach.
Have the time of your life.
What's your favorite Nelly song?
Country Grammar, maybe? I don't know.
Ride With Me.
Yeah,
That's mine.
Ride With Me. Yeah, dude, I'm going to nail that rap this weekend. Y'all have a great week.